Okay, so you got a home to sell. You need to buy a new one. What do you do? Hey, it's called a home sale contingency, and we're going to talk a little bit about it right here. All right, so the scenario is you're living in a home. Maybe you got a job out of state. Um, hey, you just need to upsize or downsize. The house that you're living in, though, needs to sell in order to buy the next house. What do you do? Okay, so let's talk about the home sale contingency and a few things around it. First off, the steps that you take matters very much dependent upon what market you're in. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the market in, September of 2023, which is very different than the September of 2020 conversation that we were having, okay, which was totally different. All right, so currently home sales, they've slowed down. You're looking probably 60 days to go pending. Generally in this market, super rough, 30,000 foot view, right? So what do? First thing you do, prep your house for sale. Go through the home. You're going to box up everything you don't need, depersonalize, declutter, make it look like a hotel. Um, Basically, when you are getting this point, you want it to look spectacular for pictures. First impressions matter, and a lot of people are buying stuff on the internet. Sure, they're going to go through your house. However, they ain't going through your house if you don't have good photos and you can't get them in the house first. So, step number one, you've got to prep the house for sale. Uh, Clean up the yard, do whatever you can, fresh coat of paint. This matters right now, folks. Number two, you're going to market the home and get an offer. So you're going to put it on the market, depending on where you're at. Maybe you're going to do an open house, uh, banners, balloons, social media, the whole 9 yards. You're going to market your home or property, and boom, you got an offer. Okay, so here's the steps. Now, your home, you're going to be under contract to sell. Do you make it contingent on buying something? You limit what a lot of buyers are going to do is probably walk away from that, and so you're on the hook now. You're going to go buy a house. The good thing is there's some inventory out there, so you're not too stressed out. Now we've got to get you into the homes that you need to do. If you're moving out of state, this is where it gets really tricky. Always have this as much advance that you can start doing prep work on this and watching the market that you're going to be moving to. Because when you get ready to drop a couple 100,000 or a couple million on a house, there's a lot of anxiety. And if you've ever moved before, you know that there's a lot of anxiety and emotions and stress and blah, blah, blah. I don't have to tell you that. So be as in tune with the market you're moving to as possible. You're going to write an offer. Now the real domino effect starts. Okay, so when you're writing the offer, you know when you're going to sell on the home that you're selling. Okay, maybe you're closing that on November 10th, which is a fantastic date. And if you close it on November 10th, you're not going to have a bundle of money to close on November 11th, your home that you're buying. Okay, pretty seamless. You might have to stay in a hotel for a day. Depending on where you're at, you might even just be able to knock it out and do it all in the same day on a simultaneous close. We get lots of work with the title companies when we're doing these really crunched, so time is of the essence. And then the last thing I wrote down here is now you've written an offer, you got to get all your ducks in a row, case specific, but you throw up a few prayers, man, that everything happens right because it's real estate, it's living, breathing, you're dealing with humans here. And so you've got to make sure everything goes. Okay, so man, this sounds like a lot, Brian. You need to get a great agent on your side, both sides. Man, the more people that you can surround yourself that are fantastic, the better off for you. There are a couple other options depending on your financial abilities in this world. So you may have heard things called gap loan. What's a gap loan? Well, I'm essentially living in this house, but I want to buy this house. So I'm going to go ahead and get a loan that covers me for the time so that I can go buy a house and in the meantime work on selling this one. I don't have to sell this one right away to buy this one. Gap loan, talk to your lenders. There's lots of interesting products out there and options for that. Another one that some people will find, it's not as common around there, is like a short-term owner's carry. What's an owner's carry? Essentially, the owner of the home that you want to buy is willing to play like a bank. And so they'll loan you, they'll carry the note on this home until you can get this one sold. Those can be pretty dicey, case specific. If you've got a little bit of money sitting in a bank account somewhere, you can pull a HELOC, home equity line of credit, to do a down payment with that. There might be some options out there, especially if you're looking at investors. The other one is you carry two loans. While you're working on selling this one, you go get a loan. The down payment, like I was saying, if you got a good chunk of money, and essentially you make payments for an extra month or so. What is challenging with that is making two payments. Most of us can, we're blessed to be able to pay one payment a month, much less two. The other thing is also is that you don't have clarity on when this home that you're selling is going to sell. And so you might go into it with the best intentions of only paying 2 months rent for a month, and it takes 3 months, depending on, again, what market you're in. A lot to unpack here. Contingent offers, man, they fell on my lap this week, so I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you guys about it. If you've got some questions, as always, feel free, reach out, hit me up. In the meantime, looks a little windy out there, so I'm gonna go do a little kite sailing or something. BK knows the way.